Hi, I'm Jessie Metzger, and this is a book review on William D. Pflaum's The Technology Fix, The Promise and Reality of Computers in Our Schools. Pflaum wrote The Technology Fix after being inspired by Gladwell's 2002 book Tipping Point. Pflaum, an educational materials developer since the late 1960s, took a year's leave from his position to investigate the answer to his own Gladwell-esque question: what will be the tipping point for technology to thrive and inspire measurable learning gains in the classroom? Pflaum's book is a simple concept. He travels to schools across the U.S. observing and asking questions of administrators, technology directors and support staff, and classroom teachers. Pflaum visited 20 schools, representing diverse socioeconomic backgrounds and ranging from kindergarten to 12th grade. He devotes one chapter to each school. In each chapter, he describes his experiences and concludes with a section called Viewpoints, in which he analyzes his observations and shares his opinion on what that school illustrates about technology use in education. Pflaum organizes the schools into 4 categories to discriminate the level to which he believes they have succeeded in effectively using technology to support learning. He determines a school's designation based on the efficacy of the school's technology plan, application of available resources, and stakeholders' commitment to their plan. As readers, we see everything from excellent use of limited resources to terribly mismanaged use of abundant resources. We see affluent schools with mediocre test scores and disorganized use of technology, contrasted with underfunded schools plagued by high student turnover that still manage to inspire attendance at summer reading programs despite a lack of air conditioning. Pflaum accepts the current educational environment of high-stakes testing and applauds schools that use computers to analyze student data effectively. Pflaum often commends the dedication, enthusiasm, and ingenuity of effective technology specialists and teachers, while he often criticizes a focus on, quote, mechanics over meaning, quote, and what he sees as the use of technology for the sake of technology. Consistently, he notes an abundance of resources being underutilized and, worse, turned off. Likewise, Pflaum frequently notes a, quote, surfeit of materials, quote, that teachers do not have time to learn or select appropriately. In the last 2 chapters, Pflaum explains his observations holistically and makes 4 recommendations for the future. First, that we focus computer use on the students who will benefit the most. Second, that we, quote, use computers to support the alignment of standards, instruction, and assessment, quote. Third, that we use computers for all kinds of assessment so that we can benefit from immediate results. And fourth, that we plan to instruct students on computer tools when the students are developmentally ready. Simply put, Pflaum promotes an intentional and strategic plan for technology use to support learning. This book only partially lives up to its goal of illuminating what we must do to ensure that technology fulfills its promise. Readers receive more description and storytelling than the analysis and answers they might be looking for. Most could probably read only the introduction, viewpoint sections, and last 2 chapters and still get the gist of the myriad issues surrounding technology implementation in today's schools. Throughout the text, Pflaum champions the support and leadership of various personnel. When discussing his number 1 school on page 17, he proclaims, quote, that strong building leadership is essential, quote. Pflaum continuously notes effective and ineffective leaders as instrumental factors in a school's success, yet he does not include administrative support and leadership in his final 4 recommendations. Why not? Finally, Pflaum does not draw upon research or other experts in the field and does not include any viewpoints besides his own and those of the people he encounters during his visits. Without research to support his ideas, they are simply the observations of one man who happened to go to many schools. Despite those issues with the text, many stakeholders could find value in this book. After all, how many people can travel the country and observe classrooms for a year as Pflaum did? Other education professionals may gain insight from the objective lenses that Pflaum applies in his views of classrooms and schools similar to their own. He notices practices that were and were not working with real students in real classrooms. Further, administrators and policymakers could benefit from reading a text that shows a diverse cross-section of American classrooms, and parents may be able to recognize how they can provide support at home for their own children. I give this book 4 stars. Although many people can benefit from reading The Technology Fix, I believe readers who choose this book for the solutions it promises will be slightly disappointed. Pflaum's text would be improved with more research and less storytelling, and a clearer focus on answering his initial question. Thank you.